Eat Well, Feel Unstoppable. We are Inigo, Mauro, and Lucia, and we are going to talk about linear programming. So first of all, a bit of the history. Throughout the history, we have seen founders such as George Dancing or John von Neumann that developed the linear programming. The primary objective of linear programming is to optimize, to maximize or minimize linear functions in several real variables with linear constraints, optimizing a linear objective function. The use of the linear function implies different assumptions. For example, proportionality, additivity, divisibility, and certainty.
This is our case based on our friend Flaco. Our friend Flaco is a 30-year-old man working as a delivery man for Amazon. Lately, he has been beginning to feel fatigued at the end of each day when he finishes work. Flaco now is beginning to realize that this is due to his unhealthy diet. He wants to change and live a healthier life. Flaco is 170 centimeters tall and weighs 70 kilograms. He feels as if to start this change, he needs to begin by losing some weight. His goal is to lose 5 kilograms over a span of 6 months and go from 70 kilograms to 65 kilograms. His issue is he wants to do this without having to go to the gym since his work hours prevents him from being able to go. He wants to do it through eating the proper consumption of meals, the proper amount of nutrition necessary, and finally he wants to minimize the amount of money he spends to achieve this goal at the end of the 6 months. Flaco has a physical activity level of 1.6 and a number of calories he burns per day of 2,591. His fat amounts to 19.2%, therefore his body mass index is 22.4. By having an intake of 2,300 calories per day, Flaco can reach his goal in 5.7 months. We helped Flaco out by telling him about a brand HSN, which can provide him with a proper meal plan. This brand provides him with dishes which he could buy daily in order to reach his goal at the end of the 6 months.
So HSN provides these 5 dishes for their premium diet. The option number 1 is fit rice with chicken, and these are the nutritional values. This is the second option, which is bittersweet chicken. This is the third option, which is a vegan option. This is the fourth, which is gourmet pasta. And finally, slim food chicken with curry sauce. So we analyzed the macronutrients, and here we have indicated the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Also the kilocalorie intake, which is displayed in this table, and also the cost of each dish. We set an objective function to minimize the cost of having the proper diet, but taking account all the previous data. When talking about constraints, we did a little bit of research and went to FatCalc and calculated what would be optimum for him and not dangerous to have a calorie deficit, and we estimated that between 2200 and 2400 kilocalories per day. Also, the WHO states that from 55 to 60% of kilocalories have to come from carbohydrates, less than 30% from fats, and a 15% of proteins. And we calculated those values based on the diet of 2300 kilocalories, taking into account also that 1 gram of protein contains 4 kilocalories, as well as 1 gram of carbohydrates, and 1 gram of fat contains 9 kilocalories. So it leaves us with all of these constraints, containing protein, fat, carbohydrates, minimum calories, maximum calories, and also a positivity constraints. Notice that you cannot buy half a dish, so all solutions have to be an integer number. This is how we solved it with Excel. Talking about the report and conclusions, we found out that the optimal values for Flaco to achieve his goal of losing weight while maintaining a healthy diet and minimizing the cost of that diet is to get 2 option 1s and 2 option 3s, and combined it will cost 9.8 euros. And the optimal amount of macronutrients is this as shown in the display. Notice that all used data is real and has been properly researched and taken from trusted sources. Thank you very much.